Let's get it cracking.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Shit.
Loving the One Piece mug.
Yeah.
That's the one where he gets put in a barrel and he gets shoved out to sea, right, Luffy?
Yeah, but this is actually from the actual Netflix show. Like, that's not the logo, right? So I think when
that does look like it.
Yeah. So when the Netflix show dropped, I think they dropped a bunch of stuff at Hot Topic or something, and my boy didn't know what to get me for my birthday, so he just bought me this Luffy straw hat that I brought in here a couple times.
When was your birthday again?
Oh, that was in May, bro. Last year.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you didn't miss it.
Yeah, I was just because I know it's gonna come up in a bit, but I know it's later in the month.
Yeah. But you know me, I try my best to not be in the country for my birthday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it might not happen this year. But
I mean, yeah, because you're leaving and you're gone for April, most of April, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of the Nerdverse podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about games, movies, shows, and anything of that entertainment culture. Today's episode is actually going to be on Sony's State of Play that just recently happened. So it's going to be a lot of gaming and a lot of news on that front. So I hope you like it. Anyways, I'm your host, Dana. This is my co-host, Anishan. And welcome. So, State of Play. Have you watched any of the State of Plays?
No.
No?
No,
Okay, but do you remember E3?
I do remember E3. Yeah.
I miss E3.
So I didn't even know that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, they stopped doing E3.
Okay.
I think COVID destroyed it.
Yeah, so I only knew of it because sometimes when you're on YouTube and they'll give you suggestions oh, this is the summary of what happened at E3 and so on. I'm okay, yeah. But
so E3 would be the major showcase. So they'd have Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, and they'd all come and it'd be like a big press event, right? And they'd all be oh, this is what we're doing for the year, and announce a new console and new games and stuff like that. E3 unfortunately doesn't happen anymore, but now Sony does their own thing, State of Play, and Nintendo does their own thing, and same as Microsoft. But to be honest, Microsoft and Nintendo don't really do that many announcements. Sony actually will be yo, this is what we got going on, right? But that's also because PlayStation has their own. Jesus. Nothing. PlayStation has their own PlayStation game studio, PlayStation Studios.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of really good game companies under their umbrella now. Insomniac, Santa Monica Studios, the people that made God of War, Spider-Man, they're all under that PlayStation Studios umbrella.
That's the thing. I don't feel these other companies really do. Even if they do, it's not as expansive as the PlayStation sort of realm.
I think Sony they hustled and they got all the contracts before anybody else could bite them up.
Yeah.
Right? Because they went into story-driven games now. So many, Microsoft does a lot of online stuff.
Yeah, but I have noticed Sony's very cinematic when it comes to
cinematic,
games.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Right? As much as they shit the bed with the whole Spider-Man stuff, besides Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But the other Sinister Six stuff that they were trying to do.
Oh yeah.
that was terrible.
But that's your favorite Spider-Man too.
But that was good. Andrew Garfield was good, but
you just felt the direction the movies are going in.
But what they were doing, because they weren't do Spider-Man, what they were doing with the whole focus on villains, it just wasn't good, bro. I didn't even bother watching Morbius. Craven, I watched it, and I don't even remember it. It was not memorable at all.
I didn't even watch it, man. I saw trailers and I was this doesn't...
It literally wasn't memorable. I've watched the entire movie, and I can't tell you a single thing from it.
Bro, just even the cinematography of that trailer, I was this. Did you ever watch that movie called The Jungle Book? But it was the 90s version of it, not these newer ones or the cartoon thing or anything like that. It was one with I want to say it was almost some sort of Asian guy that was playing the main character. I don't know, man. If you're able to pull a snippet of that and put it underneath this thing, that'd be great, because nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. But
I don't even know, because you're not talking about the animated Jungle.
No,
you're talking
it was
about
a
live action from
movie.
The 90s.
Yeah, and
I didn't even know they did that.
They did, man. But that's all that to say, that whole kind of a yellowing to the trailer and stuff like that, where it made it look kind of oldish. I don't know why they would do that, but yeah. I wasn't a fan of it, so I didn't watch it either. Just to
Yeah,
long
yeah.
story short. But did you like Venom by any chance? Or?
I did and I didn't.
Okay, same answer for me. And it was only the first one. The other two, nah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Carnage was so bad.
It was really bad.
Woody Harrelson, I love him as an actor, but he just wasn't the right choice
wasn't the right one for that,
Carnage. The third one was mildly better than the second one, just for like blockbuster thrills, but there was no substance.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like I don't like Venom being an anti-hero.
Yeah, me neither. That was my thing. Like they made him. There was too many laughs with these things, and Venom's supposed to be like a very threatening.
Bro, he's
thing
supposed to be a villain. At the end of the day, Venom's supposed to be a villain.
Yeah.
And to throw insult on top, they actually had a Venom hero with Flash Thompson. So why didn't you just do that with Agent Venom?
Yeah.
Right? That was actually a good Venom because he was a soldier that lost his he went into the army inspired by Spider-Man, lost his limbs, got the Venom symbiote, and then started being a hero. That would have been such a sick story.
Yeah.
Right? But then you did Eddie Brock where like none of the Spider people are involved and he's like he just looks dirty.
Yeah, bro, it was supposed to be a villain, right? Because like what, Eddie Brock is the guy that bullied Peter Parker. When like this was not supposed to be a good person at all.
Eddie Brock was a savage to Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I'm just like, it just for me, like you said, liked it and didn't like it.
Yeah.
I liked seeing an accurate CGI version of Venom because we had the one for Spider-Man 3 which wasn't good. Like this at least this looked but this looked the part, but it just fell flat when it came to the substance that you wanted out of it. And like all that to say, like and I know we have like topics that you want to cover, but like just one last thing. Did you see that it was a cartoon trailer for Spider-Man that somebody made with AI? It's Japanese, somewhere in Japan too they made this. So it's actually, bro, honestly, watch that.
Okay. No, but I actually didn't see that.
It's actually really well done.
But anyways, I digress. Back to the main point of our episode. Sony State of Play, a lot of announcements. The ones that I'm excited for, just off the rip, dude, they're doing a God of War remake. Of 1, 2, and 3 of the original trilogy, and like not a remaster, not a enhancement, a ground bottom remake would be awesome.
So is it gonna follow the same style and mechanics as the Ragnarok ones?
I don't think it's gonna follow the same style mechanics, because I think it's gonna do everything that the previous games did, but they're gonna rebuild the scale up.
Oh, got it. But it's still gonna visually look like that. Just better.
It's gonna have the visuals. It's gonna have the fluid combat and everything like that. But I don't think it's gonna be the same way of like parrying and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, like it's gonna be. Well, we'll see, because they just announced it, so it's probably gonna be like at least minimum 3 to 5 years before you even see anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. They're just announcing the hype for it. And we'll see what they do, but I am excited for it. They even got the original voice actor back.
What's the guy's name?
TJ Carson.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be good, especially with what they've done before with the next God of War and God of War Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're primed to make a great remake.
Yeah. And I heard that there was not just that, but there was another version for God of War, the Sons of Sparta or something like that.
Yeah, they did a 2.5D side scroller.
Oh, okay.
Sons of Sparta. Just, I mean,
it's just okay. It's just.
It's a prequel.
Okay.
Basically, it's when Kratos is still in Sparta. He's a Spartan warrior.
Oh, okay. But this is just a very simplistic.
It's one of those like Game Boy, Mega Man.
Yeah, this is just me like just the articles will like flash by while I'm looking at stuff, so I don't know like what the actual game was supposed to be. And now I'm finding out it's just a side scroller.
Yeah, it's just a side scroller.
So yeah, forget it.
As much as I'm excited for it, I was really hoping to see a continuation, because I kind of fell in love with the Loki character, with Atreus.
Oh,
and you have so much potential with him, right? Because Kratos' story is done. You don't have to bring him back.
I think that is what they're gonna do, right? Like from what I've heard, like maybe throw him into Egyptian lore and stuff like that.
That was all rumors and stuff like that. Like I would love to see that. If anything, I would like to see him jump through mythologies looking for the giants. Right?
okay.
So he'll jump through like Egyptian mythology, Roman mythology, like Christian, Christian
Yeah, yeah.
mythology, Hindu mythology, just trying to find his people. That would be so crazy. That would be like the realms.
Yeah. I mean, I have faith in that studio that made these games. Like, they've created this great universe and like
Great
amazing
universe,
continuation
bro.
of games. Like, to go from what God of War originally was, like Greek mythology, to jump into this, like, it was, completely
Cory
caught me by
Balrog
surprise. Yeah,
pulled off the impossible
yeah. So,
because God of War was such a like revenge-driven epic
yeah,
where it was just the main core of it was just you just beating down on the gods.
yeah.
And then to turn it into such a human story after that, but still have that same element of like, yo, I'm gonna kill the gods.
Yeah. But he kind of got that redemption. Sort of like, for anybody that, probably shouldn't spoil it, but like, at the
Nah,
end.
you
where
can, bro. It's been out. I finished the
yeah.
game too, so I don't care.
Yeah, I just watched it from the walkthroughs. I never actually played the game, but like, you see, like, there's things that he did to redeem. Like, he's got this son now, and he's like actually teaching him and like not being such an asshole like he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
before. So, yeah, honestly, it was a great way to sort of switch up the whole thing. Even like to switch in the gameplay from what it was then to what it is now. Yeah, and like all the voice acting, the sort of design of like the different sort of things that you go into.
The Norse mythology was such a great choice, and like they had some high level actors, like to do
yeah.
it. Like I was looking at it, and Kratos' wife looked so familiar, and then I was like, oh, that's Karen Page from Daredevil. Like,
Oh, I didn't even know that. So they actually
It's the
modeled
actress from
after.
Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
right? So they're also doing a God of War show. The guy that voiced Thor is going to be Kratos. You ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
No, I haven't watched it, but like I know of it like visually.
You don't remember the Titans,
Remember the Titans, like the.
the football movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember the white guy that gets murked?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, him.
Oh, okay. Should.
He, as much as I'm not fond of it, he's actually a good fit. He's a good fit, definitely, especially after watching.
Oh, I know you're sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Ryan Hurst.
yeah. Okay, all right. Damn, all right. But yeah, like all the characters had like great voice acting there. Like what was it?
Odin.
Freya. What was the one that could Baldur? I think the one. No, the one that could see like the future and stuff. I forget.
Oh, are you talking about from the first game?
I don't know which game he dies in, but
There was Freya's son. That was he's like a prominent actor too. He was in like Justified and things like that. I forgot his name.
yeah. I mean, all this to say, like, yeah, you really like fell into the lore and like all that stuff, and like fell into the acting or the voice acting anyway, and like the story was captivating. And so,
Yeah. All this to say, God of War remake. I am so in for. I love it. And then
you played all the games, eh?
yeah, I played all of them. 1, 2, 3.
I only played
The only one I didn't play was the PSP version.
Okay. From that original series, I never gamed much anyway to begin with, but I
Yeah.
played the second one and finished that. So,
Yeah, nice. Another really great story game that's coming out. They showed another trailer for it. It was announced a little while ago. There's a 007 game coming out, where it's like the kind of the origins.
Have we had a 007 game in like not for a while?
Not for a
right?
long time.
Okay.
And it literally looks like a mix between Uncharted and Hitman,
Okay. All right.
which is an amazing combination. So there's like stealth, a lot of action, a lot of stuff. Actually, you want to see the trailer?
Yeah, might as well watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why not?
So like there was some when they first announced it, there was some issues in the sense that like the first trailer they showed, they were showing a lot of gameplay and it had a lot of frame rate issues. So like because there were so many things exploding, it started like getting choppy.
Yeah.
So as long as they fix that, the game's gonna be amazing. But if that's gonna continue, they have a problem.
Well, what was the last 007 game you played? Let me ask that.
What, GoldenEye? I don't even think I played GoldenEye, bro. Like,
I think the last one that, again, I think it had the online multiplayer asset. I think it was Nightfire was the last one I played.
I couldn't tell you. Yo, 007, besides the Casino Royale movies, hasn't really been...
You didn't like any of the Pierce Brosnan 007 movies?
Which one?
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
Not really. Like, I got back into it with
Daniel Craig, yeah?
with Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was great. I'm in the wrong one. But this one is going to be good. You ever watch Dexter?
Yeah, actually I've seen Dexter.
So apparently the you know they did like a prequel series for Dexter?
That I didn't know.
So that the actor that plays the young Dexter is the 007 guy, like the
okay.
motion cap guy and the voice actor. 007 First Light. So, okay, this is the story trailer that just dropped.
Brace yourself!
Bond is immature and reckless. He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would
supposed to
like
be a
you
younger
to
version.
join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
Walking Dead.
The service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself. Me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything stupid.
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy. And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
It looks good, right? It looks good. It looks real good. I'm really excited for that one. Oh, I mean, while we're here, I'll just show you the John Wick one. Did you watch it yet?
That I didn't see yet. I
Yeah.
heard this game's coming out, and I'm excited
This
for
was a
so,
great
yeah.
reveal. A John Wick game, which makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So much sense to me.
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted.
Keanu Reeves is involved in this too, I heard.
I think so. Because, it literally looks like
Yeah,
it's his voice.
Yeah, yeah.
He must be versatile, capable, adaptable.
When they first traded, they didn't show his face, but everyone, you could tell. You know what I mean?
It's a very signature look.
Even the setting up the suit and everything,
Yeah.
it was like a great job.
He must be grounded, stable, constant.
But this is a cinematic though, it's not what the game is.
Because it's untitled, it's clearly still in like early stages, but they do show a little bit of
I believe you are ready, sir.
Yeah.
That was the gameplay that you showed right
that
now?
little bit. That you could tell that
damn,
was
okay.
gameplay.
Hi, I'm Chad Stahelski.
Yeah,
Today is
sorry.
a big day.
We don't need to hear from him. So, because they only showed close combat, one of the things I'm kind of concerned about is
Where's the open world
gunplay.
roaming? Oh, that you're concerned about that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the gunplay because have you ever it's kind of like gun fu. You know what I mean? Have you ever
Yeah,
gun fu?
I heard of it. Yeah.
Right? They need to do something like that.
by that, do you mean like they need to throw in some kind of mechanic where it actually feels like what you saw in the movies?
Yeah,
Like,
it needs to feel that way, where it's just he needs to feel powerful, and just the guns need to be just boom, boom, boom. Like it needs to work. It's like the Arkham series for Batman. Like as much as you had to unlock stuff, you felt like Batman right away.
Yeah. I guess like the quickest way to like, or one of the things I can imagine might be a problem is like switching weapons. Bro, he goes from
switching
rifle to
weapons,
gun,
reloading.
Like, yeah. So all that needs to be quick because he just does that on the fly, right? So,
Bro, didn't you hear that story? I don't know if you heard that story where, like, literally, actual people that use weapons adopted his technique for reloading because it was quicker.
yeah, I did not hear this story.
Yeah,
Like,
because so in the John Wick, I think the second movie, he like does like this flip where like it just sends out the clip and then he reloads it, and that's infinitely quicker than any other reloading technique. So other people started adopting it now.
damn, okay.
Like that's how crazy this guy is.
Oh, I don't know. Like even like the way he was loading the shotgun in one of the movies, like it was so like in between the moments he'd find the time to do it, and they were very careful with that too in terms of like it's not like a typical Hollywood movie where like he's never running out of ammo. Like they're counting every single.
They
bullet.
counted
Yeah.
it. They counted. That was always the biggest thing. Because now sometimes I watch movies and I'd be like, yo, this guy shot a pistol 20 times without reloading.
Yeah, exactly.
Make that make sense.
Yeah, but this one, like, no matter what, they paid attention to that. Like,
Yeah.
you're running out of ammo, like, and sure, okay, it is Hollywood still. Like, bad guys might be running at you all the time, but they, like, he would wait, like, hide behind a wall, reload now, and like, go.
Yeah,
Like,
even like there was a certain gun that would jam up, and apparently that gun's known to jam.
yeah, okay, I didn't even know that, but
Yeah.
I think I know the scene you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so like
yeah.
that's an actual thing. Like, oh, this gun is known to jam, so it jammed on him.
Yeah, dude, like that whole thing from I think it was the second one where he goes to that, he's like loading up to go to that concert and kill the whatever it is, right? And he went to the tailor, he went to the gunsmith guy, and like when they're explaining each weapon and everything like that, from the knives, like that, I'm like, bro,
There was like a gun connoisseur type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
So like you're going to a gun tasting.
yeah. So like I feel like this movie's like for anybody that's actually a weapons like expert and stuff like that, they probably really enjoyed this kind of stuff because
especially the fourth one where they did the dragon rounds with the shotgun where you had like the fire shooting rounds. The fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Damn. Yeah.
Dragon breath rounds. That's the one.
Right now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, now I gotta go watch the fourth one again. Like, I watched it in theaters because by that time everybody was a fan, right? So.
John Wick is definitely movie theater worthy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, with the game coming out and everything like that, I'm like excited. I hope they don't mess things up, But I feel like because we just saw the director of the movies at the end of that.
Clearly, he's
trailer,
involved.
He's involved. Keanu Reeves is involved. So I'm same level of quality. Like I know you can't do everything in a movie that you can, everything in a game.
I feel like you can do more
in a game.
Yeah.
But then you just need.
And the thing is, John Wick was never some like heavily substance story.
Yeah. So
It just needed to be wild gameplay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but keep in mind, like this is where like all your attention needs to go to the set designs for everything in John Wick was crazy, right? Like these are all like
You're not wrong.
all
Like
these
the high table stuff.
all these like gothic churches and stuff like that are always in the background, and like it's always part. Like remember the one? It's the fourth one where they're going up the stairs to get to where the duel's supposed to happen.
Yeah, that was a great one.
That was a great scene. Like they have so many scenes like this in all these movies. So I'm just like, you need to make sure you capture that as well. It's not just about the gunplay and stuff like that. It's also about like the sets around it.
That's
right?
actually very true.
Yeah.
The level design needs to be on point.
Yeah. Or I think it was the second one where like, it was like that art exhibit before he goes and kills whatever his name is.
I think that is the second one, yes.
Yeah.
And then he gets excommunicated.
Yeah, because he kills whatever his name is. But
Man,
there's a
what
lot.
a great series. This guy made the biggest comeback ever. Because he everybody felt like he
The
lost his
Matrix
step
was-
after Matrix.
Yeah.
But then John Wick dropped and that was it.
It's become like a cult thing now, man. Like you still don't know everything about that world either. Like you have this high table stuff. There's
It's
so
massive.
much you can expand
It's
on.
massive. I like that they keep it mysterious.
Yeah, which I didn't like about you saw. Did you see the Continental, the show?
I didn't watch it.
Bro, I watched the first episode. I'm like, this is trash. This is not John Wick. I was just like,
The thing is, the level of quality that goes into the John Wick movies in terms of stunt and combat, I don't think that can translate to a TV show just because of the finances of it.
yeah, no. It's even other than that, it's just it felt like such a departure from what the movies like captured And I saw that first episode, and I was just like, this is not even worth watching.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it got canceled.
Bro, I hope it shouldn't even happen in the first place. It just goes to show, like, stop trying to capitalize those side projects just because something does well. Let it do well in its own medium. Like, stop trying to, like, do all these side things, you know? So.
This is what happens when an IP goes universal, right? So many IPs try to do that universal thing, but you got to focus on the quality of it, right? Like, a game makes sense for John Wick because if you can make yourself feel like John Wick playing, then you have something.
Yeah.
In the same way the Arkham series did Batman, you felt like Batman. Same way with Spider-Man, you felt like Spider-Man. If you can feel like that character, you can bring that to life right at the very start of the game.
That's always the second step after the movie. When you, like, you fall in love with the character, some people want to be that character. Right? Video game is the best way to capture it, like you said, man. But, like, when you try to translate that into, like, a TV show, like, nobody wanted this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't need it.
You didn't need it.
And you're also, like, you don't need to explain the high table and everything a little bit further. Like, keeping it mysterious, I feel like is doing the series a favor. Like,
yeah,
you know
they would just give little tidbits of like, oh, there's a different faction.
Yeah.
Like
or like you needed to do this blood oath to keep a promise in this world and stuff like that. Like, you know, like it's interesting because then you start making the stories in your head. Like, I wonder why it happens like this or where did this practice come from.
We already knew from the start, like he's been in the game for so long.
Yeah,
he's a legend in the game.
Yeah.
So it's like clearly there's so much back end to it. But we don't need to know all that. Like, we were fine with the first movie where it was just, him just getting vengeance because you killed his dog.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we needed.
They barely told us anything. They're like, one gold piece will get you anything, like any kind of favor done. I was like, all right, I guess that's the rules here.
I took that at face value.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, man, everything costs one gold piece.
I just got a stack of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, oh, man. But yeah.
Even the freaking, Lawrence Fishburne, the freaking freeloader king, the homeless king.
Yeah, like, I didn't even question that. I was like, okay, I guess all of New York's underground is just run by this homeless
They're
king.
all fucking assassins on the side.
Exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. Now the game, if they don't mess up those things, they make sure that they're holding true to like these other things within the series. Like, that's fine.
So, side note, this is an old movie. Have you ever watched Equilibrium?
Yeah, bro.
Underrated
excellent movie, man.
Honestly, the original John Wick.
Oh, bro, that was a great movie.
That was gun fu at its finest.
Yeah.
For that era, that was because that was an old movie.
Bro, it was a great concept for a movie too. Like, you know, because the emotions start wars and stuff like that. Let's just like, you know, subdue people's emotions using this chemical, right?
The same concept of The Giver, but with violence.
Ah, right. Yeah. Wait.
Because The Giver was the same thing
color,
where they got rid of color,
and
emotion, art, all that stuff.
Yeah, they forced us to read that when I was in high school, so that's the only reason I know about it. I know there was a show.
I like the book.
You like the book? Yeah. It's okay with it. Maybe I'd appreciate it more if I read it now. But like back then, I was just like, oh my god, I gotta read this shit and write a report about it. Like that's all it was.
No, I used to hate reading too, and then after I read Harry Potter, I started getting into books. Actually, no, that's a lie. Not a Harry Potter. After I read a certain series called Pendragon, which is still my favorite series, and I would love to see a movie adaptation or a TV series adaptation of that, because it's probably one of the greatest. Like, that was start to finish great for me.
I don't know, man. I'm not a big
It was jokes. My friend from, this was like elementary days, he actually stole the book from me. he's like, don't worry, I'll get it for you. And then he took it from the library and just like ripped off the back cover that had the barcode.
Yo, you're wild.
I didn't even ask him to do it. He's like, yo, I got you.
Theft from a library is a whole new.
Yeah, and then he gave it to me. I think I still have the book. And then after that, I started buying them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Reading's not for me. It's a miracle I'm literate at all. But I think like the only book I read and like thoroughly enjoyed was Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, right? Like that was it. And obviously I used to read like Goosebumps books back when you were a kid and stuff. But yeah, anything after that point, not unless I was forced to by a teacher. Man.
Yeah. Okay, so there's another game I want to show you, which is honestly such a quirky concept, but it looks interesting. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it, but
was this from the State of Play thing?
Yeah, it's from State of Play.
Show me. Like I said, I heard about the big ticket sort of things that are from State of Play, but if this is like a side game that they weren't really talking about on forums, then I have no idea.
They don't even have a official name for it. They called it Project Windless.
Okay. Bro, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. But yo, it looks epic.
Well, so far the cinematics look excellent.
I missed this part. I didn't even realize it's from a novel.
We are the children of water, born of the goddess. You filthy creatures.
This looks very Love, Death, and Robots-ish.
Soulless.
Oh, that's a great anthology too.
This world was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity, little king?
The rooster. You know what it reminds me of? You're a Family Guy.
Oh yeah. Hey, man, that could be like some guy was inspired by that. He's like, you know what?
I 100% took it from there.
Yeah, honestly, man, the main character is the only thing that seems out of place. Everything else seems like epic, right? Like,
I'm sure they'll have an explanation as to why he's a rooster. Maybe he was cursed.
it doesn't seem to be like even this. It seems
Out of place is right.
just like everything else seems. I don't know. It looks good to me. It looks like Dynasty. Where I don't know. Like, I don't know. How to,
it's the most mixed feelings I've
I
ever
don't know
had.
how to feel. Because even like that female person they just threw in there, like that looks very like it looks dope. But then this is the one thing that's like out of place. But I'm like, but at the same time, I'm just like,
But it makes you want to play it just so you can get an explanation as to why the fuck he's a rooster.
Yeah.
Like,
damn. Yeah, I have no words.
it's I don't know what the fuck it is, but we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm definitely gonna buy it. Just for it does look epic enough for me to play.
Okay, I mean, if there's one good thing they did out of that, like they built the intrigue up. I mean, like now we're both talking about, we're wondering, you're probably gonna buy it. Like that's what I mean.
I'm definitely gonna buy it as long as, because I am a fan of Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors was a crazy game.
Which is I like the whole one versus army thing.
Yeah.
Which looks like we have droves of that in this, so I'm kind of there for that.
Yeah.
Bunch of other stuff. So the other thing that was like mentioned, Konami had like a whole segment, and I have.
Which game are you gonna talk about?
They honestly really didn't introduce anything new. They were doing remasters of like stuff. Like they said that there's gonna be a new Dead or Alive. Cool. I like that. But they're basically doing a Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2.
A remaster.
Yeah, remasters.
Yeah.
Right? Because they remade Metal Gear Solid 3 already. And
okay. So
all that tells me is that Konami doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
There's utter hatred from you.
Yo, because, bro, you lost your flagship guy. You should have done everything and anything to keep Hideo Kojima. You let him go, and he made his own company, and now he made Death Stranding, which is doing rave reviews, doing all the great stuff, and he's the one that made Metal Gear Solid for you guys. And now you guys don't even know how to make another one. You're just sticking to remasters.
Yeah, because they still hold the rights for that. But yes, I can change the story a little bit and make it for this new studio.
Just drop that IP. Try to do something different. If you really want, because even Sony kind of like played it up. When you watch the State of Play, they had like, it wasn't like all the other ones where it was like, oh, they showed the trailer and then the creator would have like a little snippet and talking about the game, or like the game director and stuff like that. With this, it was like, oh, the PlayStation ambassador went straight to Konami headquarters, and so that they could have like a 20-minute segment. And it's just like, I know you're doing this because you guys don't have shit. Like, you lost a lot of credibility because you lost your main guy.
Yeah. But it's what we talked about, right? Like, they don't do anything to retain the talent they have, and then once they leave, like, you're not hiring new talent that has that creativity.
Yeah.
So you just start, rehashing crap that you already have. Right?
I'm not sure what the story is behind him leaving. I don't know if there was like a head-to-head. Like, that's the guy you should have had golden handcuffs for. You should have done everything to keep him in your camp.
I would be really interested to find out what it is that happened, right? Because I would feel like for somebody like that, you would just allow them creative direction for a lot of the things.
You should have given him free reign. If anything, you should have made him CEO.
Yeah, that's usually what happens with these guys.
That's
right?
if someone's doing that well, let him run the damn company.
Yeah. So,
and just stay out of his way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be, not that we're ever gonna find out, but
yeah, I doubt he'd talk about it.
Yeah,
but I don't think they left on good terms.
Probably not. I mean, like for him to walk away from something like that, like
bro, he was part of that company for so long.
God knows how long. Yeah.
And kudos to him. He went out on his own, stepped out on his own, and like the first game he dropped ended up being a banger, which everybody knew would.
What's his game called?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
I haven't played it. I've been watching the walkthrough. I'm gonna play the second one, so I gotta watch the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because the first one, honestly, to me, as much as I love him, didn't really catch my eye because it looked like a lot of walking around.
Wait, you guys walking?
Yeah, because it was literally it's a delivery game.
What?
So the basic premise of that game is, actually, I can't even explain the basic premise of that game. It's too.
Are you a delivery person?
Yeah, you're a delivery person delivering.
This is like that game where they're like you get to be a cat and just do cat things. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Stray?
Yeah.
Similarly like that, but it's like, there's weight applied to it, but also he's doing that because there's like some weird thing that's happening on the outside where like if you stay out too long, you're gonna die, basically, right? And the thing is, apparently it was very similar to COVID times, so super eerie because it came out during COVID.
Okay.
Right? And this is when everybody was in their homes. And like everybody relied on delivery.
Yeah, pretty interesting concept.
Right? So like everybody
Uber with a twist.
Everybody was just like, yo, Death Stranding is COVID era. Right? And it just didn't look like a lot of action to keep me interested in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because like even watching the walkthrough, I'm like in Act 2 and there hasn't been that much action. And like as much as I'm a fan of open world, I still need some sort of excitement. Like I love watching scenery stuff, but even that it just looked a little too barren because it's American Wasteland. Like I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I like fantasy lands.
When you talk about like American Wasteland, is it like pretty much like Walking Dead, kind of like where everything's like falling apart? Is that what you mean?
No, it's literally just flat lands and rocky areas and like.
So like Mad Max kind of crap, like in terms of a background. I mean,
no, it's not all desert. It's like green lands and stuff like that, but it's so hard to explain. To be honest,
Red Dead Redemption, like swampy kind of crap.
No, like everything just still looks normal, but there just isn't anything there. It's just like grass and mountains and like stuff like that. It looks cool.
Yeah, okay.
But it's
I'll probably just have to watch this gameplay. Like, I'm trying to understand like what American Wasteland is, but it doesn't matter. You said the gameplay is not really interesting you anyway, right? Cause
it didn't. But like I saw Death Stranding 2, and whatever he did with the first one, he went times 100.
Okay.
Like, and I heard the same thing with Death Stranding 2. It's like, oh, there's no more fluff. Like you're just in it now, and like so many more different vehicles, so many more like weapons and just quirky things. With Death Stranding 1, like it was more you had to like get to it later. With Death Stranding 2, it's like it's already available, and I think that's what kind of pulled me in. But like I also want to know the story too, because the story is still interesting, which is what got me. Like I just didn't want to play it.
Got it. Alright, I mean,
Yeah. All to say, Konami, you fucked up, dog.
wait, but I did capture a little bit of like the Konami, like the Silent Hill thing, townfall or township or something like that.
Yeah, I'll
But you're
give
not
you
a fan of.
I'm
Silent
not.
Hill.
Yeah, like we talked about
Bro,
this
just
before. I don't
play.
do horror, bro.
Bro, I promise you, man. Just grab Silent Hill F, go into a dark room, play it by yourself.
I'm not doing Silent Hill. All right,
And you'll hate me forever.
I will concede. After watching Resident Evil 9, all these trailers that are coming, especially the last, with the State of Play one, I might play Resident Evil 9.
That was Requiem, right? Or?
Yeah, Requiem.
Yeah. I mean, this Silent Hill, like, I know, like, the franchise made like a huge, like, sort of upturn with Silent Hill F, because, like, it was set in, you know, feudal Japan and stuff like that. And I like that they jumped back from doing something completely out of the mix, like feudal era Japan, and they jumped back to this town crap now, which is what Silent Hill is known for, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know, when I saw the trailer for that, or the snippet, it didn't feel like it was as well done as Silent Hill F was. And
I heard F was actually done really well, especially the
done
story
really
of it and the implications of like the girls and like all that stuff.
Yeah. So,
Townfall was just
it went back to the same thing. Like, there's certain things that, like, I didn't understand in it, because I think it's not Silent Hill anymore. It was like something called like Saint Amelia is the name of the town or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
like that,
but I don't know, man. Like, if they did so well with F, I'm hoping that there is something to grasp onto in this new one.
It seems like they're going for this like anthology vibe of like sticking to whatever the core is of Silent Hill, but different eras, different towns, different.
Yeah, because I think that was the big, back when like Silent Hill and like Resident Evil were like head to head, like the difference was like Resident Evil like gives you the ability to like fight back and stuff, and what Silent Hill does is like it makes you feel like you don't have enough to like do anything.
Yeah, that's even worse, bro.
Yeah, like you're given a crowbar and they're like, here's these monstrous things that are made out of your nightmares.
Yeah, like I barely made it through Last of Us.
Okay.
Jesus. But that was an amazing game. Which is so weird, because as much as I'm scared of shit, I loved Last of Us.
So I feel like give this one a chance. You might like. I mean, it's
Silent Hill definitely not.
Resident
Evil I might. Resident Evil I might, because the latest Requiem trailer, Leon looked crazy.
Yeah, I haven't even seen this, which is crazy because I'm a bigger fan of Resident Evil than I am of Silent Hill. Like, I appreciate Silent Hill.
I'm pulling it up.
All right,
I'm pulling
this
it up.
I need to see. And it's Leon in this one, eh? Like, I think the last one was Ethan Winters or whatever. Like,
yeah, Ethan Winters. Because.
But they kept on throwing Chris Redfield at the end of those trailers and stuff, so I thought he might be like the main person for the next game. But you're saying it's Leon again, eh?
That's 6 now. 6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
And it's back to Raccoon City, dude.
That's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
This is a mansion.
No, that isn't the.
This is not the old one.
But they do show that.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Opus?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time.
I'm not excited to play her.
The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus researcher.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
It looks great. All right, all the new.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
There.
Police station. Yeah, they brought him back to the police station. Okay.
They're bringing the Resident Evil has been through a nice revival.
And I like that, you know, he looks a little older now, a little bit scruffier, so you know, like time has gone by. Like these characters might not be the continuation for much longer for these games, right? So
yeah, they're definitely gonna. I mean, if they're gonna keep it going, they're eventually gonna have to die.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But damn, man, some of those, you know, bad guys and things like that. It's gonna be great, man. They've been in the up direction ever since like
7.
the whole Ethan Winters being introduced. Yeah,
Biohazard, that's the one.
Is it Bio?
It was Biohazard, and then Village, and then now Requiem.
Oh, Biohazard is the one where he goes to that swamp house or the Baker house. Or,
that's the Ethan Winters one, and then Village I think is Chris Redfield.
Village is.
I think Ethan Winters and Chris Redfield.
Yeah, Chris shows up at the end, I think.
Yeah, so I don't. I just looked into
no,
it.
Chris shows up at the beginning because like he shoots his wife and some shit like that.
Yeah. And then with this one, it's Leon, and apparently that other character is from like one of the side games from like 2 or 3 or something like that. Because there was a lot of like spin-off games that were made during.
I remember those things. Like they had like was it Resident Evil 0, which threw like Rebecca into it.
Yeah,
along with like a prisoner, and then there was Resident Evil Dead Aim. That was like another like
So apparently she's like the daughter of one of the characters from those games.
Okay, but it's odd, you know, because they also had like Wesker's son at one of these games.
I think
too.
so. Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm curious who it is because I thought I'm like, wait, is this supposed to be Ashley from Resident Evil 4, like the president's daughter that gets kidnapped? I was like,
no, I don't think
it's not her, right?
Yeah.
Overall, yeah, that's a great game. So.
Out of State of Play, those are probably the ones that I'm most excited for. There was some other ones like Control Resonant, which is going to be great. I just haven't finished the first one, so.
Okay, I know there's a bunch of games that are like, again, in these blog posts that I'm reading and stuff like that, but it seems to have an audience for it or like a following behind it, but I just didn't know about what it was.
Yeah,
right?
it's a lot. It's also a very hard game. Like I barely get through the first one.
Which one are you talking about?
I die a lot playing the first one.
Oh,
because there's the first one, Control, where I think you're playing like the sister of the person that in the second one, and it's a wacky game. Like it's a wacky game, and it's also you're a very super powerful character. Like you're flying, levitating, throwing stuff, telekinesis, weapons, like shotgun, pistol, a bunch of stuff. Yeah. But it's also a very hard game. I'm stuck on a boss basically, and I stopped playing after that.
Got it.
But they're connected to like the Alan Wake games, and like those games are like notorious for like blending real cinema cutscenes with gameplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those like mindfuck games.
I mean, yeah. Overall.
And then
what would you say is what's the top 3 that you're looking forward to in that?
Out of State of Play?
Yeah.
Definitely 007. And then John Wick. And then the God of War remakes.
Okay.
Those are the top 3 from there, and then Project Windless just looks interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
Everything else, like they did like a Star Wars racing game, I don't care for. That
was big when it came out, like the original Pod Racer thing, right?
Yeah, it was one of those, right?
Yeah, that was a big one.
They did some other one called like Crimson Moon, which is literally like no disrespect to the effort that went into making that game, but it looks like a knockoff Devil May Cry. I'm not feeling it. But yeah, out of everything that was announced there, Control Resonant, it's not for me, but I know it's an amazing game. So but for me personally, those other 3 are what I'm like really, really down for, especially 007. Like 007 for sure. I'm so excited for that.
Okay.
And then there's one game outside of State of Play that just that's probably the game I'm most excited for. It's called Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert.
I don't know if you heard anything about it. Bro, this game literally looks like an A to Z game. In a sense, you can do anything and everything you can think of. Yeah, like if I get that game, I don't need to play another game for like 2 years.
Oh, this is like Very Nordic again, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or Norse mythology.
It's Nordic. The basic premise is you're from a clan that gets wiped out and you have to rebuild.
Okay.
Right? But the scope of the game is massive. Like, one of the things they said is that, like, if you're, like, whatever you can see in the game, you can go there.
When does it end, though? What are the borders of this game? Like,
That's how massive it is. Supposedly, it's one of the biggest maps, like, made.
and we got that before GTA 6. Yeah,
We got that before, as long as it doesn't get delayed, because it is coming out soon.
Yeah.
So they dropped a bunch of, like, features overview trailers. And, like, bro, on top of the combat, which looks insane, you also get 2 other side characters to play with, a girl and an orc, who have their own respective, like, gameplay styles. Like, she has like a fencing sword and guns. Mm-hmm. Even though it's medieval, so it's medieval times. But get this, there's a horse mount, there's a bear mount, you can ride a dragon, right? You can even use a Renaissance era mech that can, like, shoot bullets and shit.
What is a Renaissance era mech, man? It's just like mostly built out of
like,
wood.
you know, like Leonardo da Vinci type machines.
Yeah,
It's like that.
Okay.
Like, bro, and then, like, it's also, like, partly Sims, because, like, you have to rebuild your clan again. So you have an area where you can, like, build, like, have a farm, grow vegetables, you know,
Harvest Moon type shit.
Harvest Moon type shit. Where it's like, yo, you gotta fish, you gotta bring materials for your clan. You gotta
Just a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of Harvest Moon, a little bit of Sims.
A little bit of everything, bro. You can ride a hot air balloon, like, anything you can think of is in this game. It's actually insane.
Okay, bro, now I'm laughing in my head because, like, you're like, if you had this game, you would have to do anything for the next 2 years. Or, like, you know what it's starting to sound like? Did you see that episode? Do you watch The Office at all?
Yeah.
You know, there's that episode of The Office where, like, Dwight went through his breakup and he's playing that game called Second Life. And to be even further removed, he made a Second Life within Second Life. Like, yo, this is starting to sound like that, man.
Bro, I like, if I get that game, I don't need anything else. I'm going to be playing it. At least 200 hours are going to get logged.
Yo, all right, man.
It looks.
I thought you wanted to get out more, man. What is this?
Who gives a shit? I'll be out there. I'll be out in Crimson Desert, okay? You get lost in the game.
All right, don't ever complain to me again, man. Like, yo, I need to get out, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. Go
Fuck
play
getting
Crimson.
out, bro.
Go play Crimson Peak, man. Don't tell me about the next vacation, bro.
Fuck getting out. I'll bring Crimson Desert on the vacation.
I just called it Crimson Peak after the movie. Never mind, Crimson Desert, man. Oh, jeez.
Anyways, yeah, so Crimson Desert, that's what I'm super excited for. Like, it's one of those games, like, I've been seeing people say it looks too good to be true. Honestly, it does. But even if they fulfill a fraction
That'd be enough for
of
you?
what they're talking about, it's going to make it for an amazing game. And if the story's compelling on top, bro, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit with that game. And I just feel bad that it's coming out during the same time as GTA 6, like the same year. Because, like, I just know GTA 6 is going to fucking kill everybody.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, the amount of work that seems to be happening in the background for this game is...
I hope Crimson Desert gets its flowers, and if it does live up to the hype of what they've been doing, because I don't want it to get overshadowed by GTA 6, because obviously GTA is already a massive thing, and then with what they've been just doing just off those little trailers with GTA 6, you know it's going to blow everything else out of the water.
I feel like they're kind of doing a disservice to themselves by trying to release it at the same time. Like, they could at least wait for, like, a year later, you know? Like,
no, you can't, bro. If it's done, it's done. You need to get paid.
Yo, man, just, you know, sacrifice your paycheck for another year for the fact that you might get more returns. Like, this is, I don't know, man. Like, strategically, you're a new kind of game.
But it's also, you can't also rely on when GTA 6 is going to come out. They've delayed it like twice already.
Oh, so they're going to roll the dice on that, man, and watch it does come out, and then you're just like,
damn. Oh, yeah, the thing is, Crimson Desert comes out pretty soon. So, like, you still have a few months at least before GTA 6 supposedly comes out.
Right. So they're just trying to get the head start.
Yeah.
I mean, sales is sales, yeah. They release it, people will buy it just because GTA 6 is not out yet, and then that's your chance to make back what you spent on this game, and then maybe they don't care what happens.
Yeah,
after
because
it,
GTA 6, bro, it's gonna create its own.
And that's the other thing. These are two different environments. Like this is a very like Nordic, Norse or Nordic, like kind of background and everything like that. And GTA 6 is modern day America,
Vice City type shit. But yeah. Anyways, should we close it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it for our episode. We talked about State of Play. We talked about Crimson Desert. And I voiced my clear opinions on Konami. Step it up, guys.
For any sponsorship we were even gonna get from Konami in the future, that's gone now.
Yeah, whatever, bro. I'm fine. I stick with Hideo Kojima all day. That's Konami to me.
You know what? You goddamn right, bro.
All right, that's Konami to me. Anyways, thanks for joining us. This is the Nerdverse podcast. I'm your host, Anna. My host, Anderson. Peace. Cheers.